All right, let's talk about something pretty much every business has, but very few really get right: their website. We're going to dive into why that common mindset of, oh, it's just a website, can be a huge, even business breaking mistake.
So let's just jump right in with a really important question for you to think about. Is your website an active asset that's out there working for you, actually growing your business? Or is it just an artifact, a digital paperweight that just kind of exists but doesn't really do anything? And that question, it leads us perfectly into our first big idea, which is all about taking down the launch and forget myth. It is such an easy trap to fall into, right? A company treats its website like any other project. It's got a start date, a finish date, you build it, you launch it, and that's it. Maybe you poke at it once a year. But it basically becomes this static digital brochure just sitting there gathering digital dust.
Okay, so this slide just breaks it down perfectly. On one hand, you've got the brochure mindset. The site is static, it's a one-and-done launch, and really the main goal is just for it to look good. But then you've got the architecture mindset, and here the website is seen as a living, breathing system. It's built to evolve, and, this is the most important part, it is engineered to perform. So this is the absolute key takeaway right here. It's a total shift in how you see things. Modern websites are not brochures. They are systems. And once you really truly get that, man, it changes everything about how you approach your online presence. So what's the big deal? What actually happens if you stay stuck in that old brochure mindset? Well, you run straight into the dangers of simplicity. And see, here's the real issue. When you think of your website as just a bunch of pages, you're completely missing the forest for the trees. You get so focused on how this one page looks or what that one page says that you never make the really critical foundational decisions that actually move the needle. And what gets ignored? Oh, just the most important stuff. The actual foundations get neglected. We're talking about the site's structure. How is all your information actually organized? Its performance. How fast does it load for a real person? Its SEO architecture. Can search engines even find you and make sense of what you do? And its scalability. Can this thing even grow with your business, or will it break? These aren't just little techie details. These are fundamental business decisions. And this is where you can really see how it all connects. Your website isn't off on some lonely island. Nope. It is the central hub that directly impacts your brand's visibility, your credibility out in the market, your ability to get new customers, and even the digital experience people have with your actual product. It touches everything. All right, so how do we fix this mess? It all starts with making a conscious choice to build a whole new foundation. So let's introduce a new term here, a new way of thinking: digital architecture. It's defined as the quiet foundation behind sustainable growth. And I love that description. It's not the flashy paint job you see on the surface. It's the rock-solid, intelligent engineering underneath that makes everything else work. And that's precisely why this is so important. Your website is the first layer of your company's entire digital infrastructure. Think about it. If that foundational layer is cracked or shaky, everything you try to build on top of it, all your marketing campaigns, your sales funnels, your support systems, it's just going to be wobbly and unstable. And all of this, it brings us to our final and maybe the most important big idea here: structure over style. Okay, if you remember one single thing from this whole explainer, please make it this: design matters, but structure matters more. Of course, you want your site to look amazing. Good design builds trust. But a gorgeous mansion built on a swamp is, well, it's going to sink, right? The exact same principle is true for your digital presence. And that leaves us with one last really crucial question I want you to ask yourself. Take a good hard look at your own online presence and ask, is your website just built for the company you are today? Or is it truly engineered to support the company you're trying to become tomorrow?